going? Today I'm gonna actually be inside doing a bunch of work, so I'm hoping to get through a lot of my Christmas decorating today. We don't host Thanksgiving here at our house, so I feel like I can get after it a little bit earlier than I would if I was hosting Thanksgiving here. I probably would hold off until afterward, so we could really like take hold of that holiday and that season and enjoy that and then move on to Christmas. But we also have to do artificial trees in our house because we heat with wood. We have a wood fireplace and it dries trees out so fast, and I don't want to only have my tree up for a week or two. I want to be able to enjoy it for the whole month of December. So we have moved to artificial, and honestly, I put so much stuff on my trees, you can't even tell. So I've got 7 of them set up inside. I have 1 decorated. I did do that last night after Benjamin went to sleep, and I kind of have to like steal little moments whenever I can to get things done, especially when you have as much decorating to do as I have yet left for me in there. But our plan is to do several different Christmas videos. We'll do this one today. It'll be a little bit more of a behind the scenes look. I'm not going to worry about lighting or anything. I'm just going to throw cameras up, kind of move through as much of it as I can, and then we will do a Christmas tour inside. So I'll take a little bit more time, show you more in detail what I've got going on. We'll do a Christmas light tour outside to show you everything Aaron's been working on out here, and then I'm hoping to do a video just to show you guys how I put ribbon on my Christmas trees, because it seemed like there was quite a bit of interest about that last year, and I'm hoping that I'm able to show you how to do that. I don't really even think about it when I'm putting it on the trees. I just kind of do it. So we'll try to take the process slow and explain how I do that. So anyway, I've got everything pulled out inside, so let me show you at least where we're gonna start today. So there's the first tree. This one is 7.5 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide. I love the size of these trees. Now these are called a Brinkley pre-lit tree from Walmart. They're like $59, which I think is great, and you cannot really tell unless you get really close, like, that it's fake. I don't know. I think they did a pretty good job on that one. So this is actually all the stuff from the Dollar Store Tree Challenge that I did last year. I just saved it all and brought it back out. I did have the tree set over there last year and decided to move it here. The next tree is going to be in the TV room, just right around the corner. And you can see I really like dark colors. I like it to feel really cozy. There's another skinny tree right there. Whew, it is really dark, especially with those bright windows. I closed the blinds prior. So there's the tree right there. I've got my tub full of stuff. I'm going to add a couple extra strands of lights. I always do that because pre-lits, like, they're okay, but they're a tiny bit dim. So I always add a little bit extra. And then this is going to be my vintage Santa tree. So we will get this one started first. Also, it's not very cold outside today. Yesterday it was frigid, but I did go ahead and build a fire so that it feels cozy, and then as soon as Benjamin is up from his nap, he's down for a nap right now, I'll probably turn some Christmas carols on so it can feel very festive in here. I decided to put on the holiday while I decorate this tree. Seems appropriate. Hey, Benjamin. Are you interested in the camera? You're gonna have your daddy teach you one day?
I'm not going to.
Hi, sweet baby. Hi. All right, so this tree is done and it turned out really nice. Russell, hey. Hey, no. Between you and Benjamin, we're gonna have an interesting holiday season. Hey, you stay out of the ribbon. No. Come on, let's go find a toy. So this is actually kind of an interesting tree. So this is the one I wanted to be kind of vintage Santa, like I said. So I'm using a lot of gold and red plaid, and I've had this red plaid ribbon since Aaron and I got married 12 years ago. So it's actually getting quite hard to like make look smooth anymore. It's got so many bends and stuff. It's a wired ribbon. And I don't have a tree topper yet for this tree, so I just make a huge bow. There's actually 2 bows up there, one on each side, and then just have some long tails that kind of come down the tree. Anyway, there's just some really fun ornaments on this. These are from when I was a little girl. Also, I was quite happy and proud of myself with how I packed this stuff away last year, which is surprising because I'm not normally that organized, and I was really pregnant by this time of year last year. when I was taking all this stuff down. Like I had Benjamin a couple weeks later. But I used just a piece of paper and just wrote in big letters what was in each box. So I could just put it like that on the inside and easily tell. It has been so helpful this year. So the next tree is up in the landing and it's kind of a mess up here. So I've already brought out a bunch of stuff. There's a few tubs here. See, check this out. Look at the organization right here. Let me get shaded here. Skinny tree for landing, silver and white. There's also one small throw pillow and stockings. So here's the tree, and I like to do this one in silver and white every year because the paint is dark. And it just looks really sparkly and pretty up here. So I don't change the location or like the style that I do this one in like I did with the other two that I've already decorated. And I'm probably already covered in glitter, but I know I will be by the end of today. I'm gonna go grab my step ladder and all my supplies and bring them up here. Silver and white tree is done. I'm happy with how it turned out, but I completely forgot to put the extra strands of lights in this tree, which bums me out a little bit. But of all the trees to forget, this is probably the one to do it on because of all the white in there. It looks bright anyway. But there's some really pretty ornaments in this one. Like this one's from the garden center from last Christmas. This is glass, and I like unique ornaments like that. There's a few from Paris, actually, my parents brought home for me when they went on a trip. So there's 3 right here from Paris. And then just some really pretty glittery snowflakes and some natural stuff too. Like I've got this really cute little bird, gray felt bird with a gray plaid chest that fit in really nicely. I totally forgot though that I do need more ornaments for this tree, and I thought about it last year and then I spaced it. But the whole backside is pretty much empty. Like there's nothing, there's ribbon, but no ornaments. And we don't really see that side of the tree, so it's not a big deal. So I can slowly fill that in as I find ornaments that I like. So that's 3 trees so far done today. I feel like I'm making some good progress. The other 2 trees that I have in the old part of the house, I'm actually gonna wait on. So I have one in the dining room right here. It's another skinny tree. And I'm actually gonna be doing the dollar store tree decorating challenge again this year. So I wanna save that one for that specific purpose, which I'm hoping to do in the next couple of days. And then the other tree right here is the one that I'm gonna show you guys how I put ribbon on a tree. So I actually need to go to the store, and I'm gonna go right now because Benjamin's going down for his nap. So I'm gonna run to the store and pick out some new ribbon. I've got a little bit, let me show you. I've moved all of my stuff up here. So like my junk piles just kind of follow me around the house as I get things done. So this is gonna be the Nutcracker themed tree right here. Those are the 65 nutcrackers I bought at the dollar store not long ago. I have not fluffed this tree out yet, and I still need to add a few extra lights. But I got some really pretty ribbon. I actually got this at Home Depot, and I think I have enough. I may not. There's, how many feet? Let's see, 15 feet. I go through quite a lot of ribbon when I'm doing trees like this. But what I'll probably do, I may not wrap it all the way around the back side of the tree. I might just kind of go around the front that you see because it's like tucked into the corner there. So this room is kind of interesting because we are going to be doing a little makeover to it here in the next, I hope, couple of weeks. The curtains that are in here and in the dining room were actually from the previous owner. I just haven't gotten around to like start to fill up these rooms and decorate. So I'm really excited to tackle one of the rooms and get some different stuff in here. I already had the bookcase. We just put this one in here, so I need to bring books downstairs to fill that one up. And Aaron got me those chairs last year for Christmas. And then right to my right is another fireplace, which I love this and all of the original moldings. It's just so pretty. To my right is our entryway with the staircase. There's the door. Oh my word, see? Look at that. You see all that glitter? Oh, mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a spool of this and we're gonna take this to Joann's with us. I might run down to Home Depot and grab one more spool of this if they've got it. And we'll go see if we can find another spool of ribbon that kind of complements this, because I like to use 2 different types. It's actually a gorgeous day out here today. There's no wind and it's quite warm. Like, you don't even need a jacket. I'm having a little bit of a hard time being inside all day. Like, I love to decorate for Christmas, but there's still a lot of stuff I need to get done outside. Oh, yes. I was getting worried there. That is the worst when you get into a project and you find yourself short and then you can't find any at the store anymore. So now we're gonna head to Joann's and pick up hopefully some other ribbon. So here's a little recap of what I just picked up. I was able to get another spool of this ribbon just in case. And then I got 3 spools of this glitter kind of netting ribbon, which I really like to use, and I like the pop of red for this tree. And then as a third, I thought that this looks so classic, the poinsettias, especially with nutcrackers. Like, I don't know, that just looks like classic Christmas to me. I could only find 2 spools of this, which these are 25 feet a piece, so I have 50 feet. I don't think that's enough. So I did pick up a whole bunch of these, which this looks really good, particularly with that one right there. But I don't really like the tan background for this tree. It looks a little bit too woodland, but I may end up having to use it. Then I got this set of glass ornaments, and then these right here to go along with those to kind of supplement the nutcrackers that I have. A couple other kinds of ribbon. These are not for the tree, these are for gifts beneath the tree. We got nutcracker and black, gold, and red plaid. And then I found cute nutcrackers. Everything was 60% off, so I couldn't help myself. Most of it is going to be going on this tree, which I just noticed there's a section out of lights. I'm going to have to really supplement this tree with lights. So the other tree that I was hoping to decorate today is one upstairs. It's in our kind of living room. It's where we've got another TV, and it's right next door to Benjamin's room, and he's asleep right now. So I don't really want to go up and make a bunch of noise. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is hang some garland on our stairway right here. That worked out nicely, and all of the lights still work from last year, so that is a definite win. So Benjamin is up from his nap now, so I'm gonna run upstairs and show you the last tree. And this is one that I did last year downstairs, and I decided to move it up here. So let me turn the camera around. So there it is. It currently looks a little rough. So we had to cut all of the old lights out because none of them worked. So I'm gonna have to spend probably an hour restringing this tree with white lights, and then I'm gonna be doing my black and gold tree up here. Isn't that a pretty tree topper? So I've got 14 boxes of 100 count clear mini lights, and I went with just the regular incandescent because I just like the look of them better. We do LED in most other areas. So I'm hoping that this is enough. I tend to put on my lights really thick, so I'm gonna try to meter them out. And I've got a couple extension cords because you're only supposed to put 5 together in a row. So I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. I'm watching Harry Potter while I do this. There it is, all done, and it's so pretty and sparkly. I did notice that I need to adjust the crown topper again, but that's okay. I just need to go grab the step stool again. And like I said, I don't have that many ornaments for this tree yet. Black ornaments that are pretty are kind of hard to find. So I do have a lot of gold. Like I have these glass balls right here. They're really pretty. I've also got quite a number of just glittery snowflakes that are really inexpensive. Here's a good look at one. You can get them at like Walmart, Home Depot, the dollar store even, and you don't even have to hang them in the tree. You can just set them where you want them to be because they're so light they usually stay put. Side view. And then I'm going to flip the light on so you can see a little bit more detail. Oh, I do have this ornament too. This is the Bee-Skep ornament from Gardener Supply I got last year. And it's perfect that it's gold and black. I love it. But there's the snowflakes right there. There's some smaller ones and some larger ones there. So you can really do a lot with inexpensive ornaments and ribbon, to be honest. Like, The tree is pretty full with ribbon. I've got the gold netting, and then I've got like kind of the menagerie of black and white there. Gold glitter garland, which I got those way on sale, like for $5 a piece. And then just kind of a repeat of that, all the way up to the top. God, I'm so happy with this. So that's the only tree I'm decorating upstairs. I was gonna put one in Benjamin's room this year, but we hardly ever turn lights on in there because the only time we go in there is when we're putting him down for nap or to go to bed. We don't spend play, he's with us, like he's downstairs. He doesn't like have playtime in his room by himself yet because he can't. So I'll show you the little tree I picked up for him kind of as a placeholder until next year when we can put a bigger tree in there. So this is Benjamin's tree. It has little lights and a train that goes around it, which he loves. Isn't that cute? And then you can make it either like do no music and the train still goes around, or music. I saw that at Home Depot and I just couldn't resist because it has lights, it has movement, and it has music. Benjamin loves it. So there's one other tree I need to decorate, and that's the one down in the great room, other than the two I'm leaving blank for right now. And this is our biggest one. So this is the 9-foot tree. And honestly, like I'm on the lookout for a really nice quality tree for down there, but I don't want to pay full price. Like I'm gonna wait till after Christmas and then hopefully hit a sale and get a really nice one. The one we currently have is fine, but I like to add extra lights in, and the type of lights that I'd have to buy to match the color that's in this tree, which is an odd kind of warm light. It's not like yellow, it's more of a pink tint, and I didn't realize that until now, but they're $19.98 for a 100 count box of lights. They're from GE. They're a GE type light, and I just can't stomach paying that much money to put extra lights in the tree. So anyway, I'm just gonna decorate it up like I normally do, and then at the end of the season, I'm gonna look for a really nice one. So if you guys have suggestions, like if you have a really real looking, beautiful artificial tree, or you know of a brand that's really awesome, please leave a comment down below and let me know, because I am really on the hunt for one. All right, so here is the great room tree, 9 feet tall. It's a little bit different this year. Typically I have it centered like right in the middle of the window, but we've got some different things going on this year because we've got Benjamin's walkers right there. And then this is where we keep a bunch of his toys. And I wanted to make sure that the door could swing freely. If I were to move the tree over any closer to it, it would be kind of hard to get into it. So anyway, I think this will work out really good. I'd really love to have one that's not quite so cone shaped too, like maybe a little bit more airy and a little bit more natural looking on the ends. So yeah, this one's not too bad. It's like kind of a mixture of pine. There's a little bit of this that tends to look a little bit more artificial, but not a lot of it. Also, the fire is still roaring. It's really cozy in here. Perfect Christmas tree decorating ambiance. And Benjamin's in bed, so there's the monitor. So I'm actually not sure if I've got all of my decorations for this tree because I was only able to find one tub that was labeled 9-foot great room tree, but there's no way I could fit everything from this tree into one tub, I don't think. So I'm gonna start with this one, and then we'll see how far I get and see if I've got to go find some other stuff somewhere else in the house. Let's see, this is what I wrote last year. Gold white ornaments, angel topper, ribbon, and the tree skirt. So here's just a quick look at some of the things I'm gonna be using, and I definitely don't have enough ornaments in that tub, so I'm gonna have to go find where the rest of them are at, but this will be a good start anyway. You can see that I do mostly gold with a little touch of red. And there are my ribbons. So we've got this one right here that's kind of like a sheer in the center with the really glittery on the outside. I like stuff that catches light, can you tell? And then I always double up a lot of my ribbon, unless it's like this is more of an accent ribbon, but if it's got some boldness to it, some weight, I like to double it up with something that doesn't have as much weight but has a little bit more of a different texture. So that's one of them. Here's one that's got some trees, and then there's another kind of a sheer. So we've got a differing texture there. And my tree topper is ridiculously small. This is the one that Aaron and I got the first year we were married. So I need to put that on one of my different trees and get a bigger one for this tree, but we're just gonna put her on the top for now because she's what I've got. And I've got a lot of gorgeous ornaments. Just a lot of beautiful ones. They're all real. There are no plastic ornaments on this tree whatsoever. I actually phased all of those out last year. You know, ornaments have become really fun to me over the years. My parents oftentimes put one or two beautiful ones in my stocking. They also, whenever they travel, and it's something that I like to do now too, they always look for Christmas shops or ornaments from anywhere that they're at, because they're oftentimes small, they're lightweight, they're easy to pack. And so those are the types of things that they'll bring home for us kids after they've been somewhere really neat. So that's really cool. And then also a really fun memory from Aaron and my wedding was we actually received a couple of ornaments. This is one of them right here. The other one ended up on a different tree. But in the note, it said that she and her husband, like some 30 years before, received ornaments as one of their wedding gifts. And it was one of the most memorable for them because they said, you know, couples that are starting out, oftentimes they don't have a lot of decorations for Christmas because, you know, like I went straight from like college and living at home straight to being married. I didn't have my own house before Aaron and I got married, so I didn't really have the need to go set up, you know, and start collecting stuff like this. So anyway, that was such a neat gift, and I thought, you know what, I need to do that for people because, you know, you don't have stuff to start off oftentimes, or any nice things anyway. You know, Aaron and I did thrift store stuff for a long time. So I don't know, I just thought I would share that with you because it was something that meant a lot to me. And there it is, all done. I really like how it turned out. I'm glad it's done and decorated. Definitely need to keep my eyes open for a different angel topper, probably in the same color range like golds and whites, but something a little bit bigger. I think there's like maybe a foot above her to the ceiling, so I could really do something larger scale. But the ornaments are really pretty, all the sparkly, and I like the little pops of red here and there. The red are the ornaments I put on first since I have fewer of those, and I try to kind of space them around in the tree so that there's kind of equal, I don't know, equal distribution of red, I guess. But the ribbon's really pretty too, I think. I just love those ribbons. So I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video because I think it's gotten pretty long. There's quite a bit more I still need to decorate in terms of like tabletops. I haven't really started any of those yet. And then the two trees that I showed you earlier. So that'll leave a little bit though for you guys to see in the Christmas tour that you haven't already seen in this video. But I hope you enjoyed just kind of seeing how the day went and how my trees go together. So they're always a little tiny bit different every year, and I always try to add a few things to them. Like this tree here, I did find a couple more ornaments, but the back side of it, like toward the window, doesn't have very many ornaments, which is not super necessary, but one day I'd like to have all of my trees completely full, but I really want to like hold off and pick ornaments that I really love. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.